I'm gonna miss the today's special with Curtis. So hopefully you can tune in at midnight with Leslie Ann. She'll be giving you all the details. Well, this is like a today's special. Quite literally, it's my gotta have it. HP is our #1 brand here at HSN, and what they are doing only for me, only for you, and only for this show is the same processor that the guys who make those Star Wars and lightsaber movies use, the same processing company. We are giving it to you from our #1 brand, best price, first come, first serve. You just choose it with office or without. So let's just get the ball rolling here. I do have to forewarn you though, this is a this day only price. And since we're moving into Fashion Friday with my friend and desk mate Debbie D at 9 o'clock, this is gonna be your only opportunity to do it. And what is it? It is loaded. In fact, you are getting Smart Friend, your technical support for a full year. You are getting one of the most advanced processors that we have ever offered under any price point from HP. AMD, as I already mentioned, that's my jam, that's my brand, because when it comes to graphics and visuals and response time, my own opinion, I love what AMD does, especially in that Ryzen processor family. We almost never get to present that. It's a higher end, upper echelon brand of processor. Plus you're getting more memory with this. So let me show you the colors real quickly. You choose it with or without Microsoft Office. We are going to pay to send it to you. There's VIP financing that I'll get into in just a few moments, but you just pick your color of choice. So we've got our beautiful traditional gold. There's our silver, and then it's actually, we are calling it rose gold, but it is like a, like a nice muted or like a champagne gold, but we're calling it rose gold in the system. And then teal and aubergine. And let me just show you this real quickly. On the teal, we are looking at this kind of sliced agate keyboard. Steve, is that in both the with and without Office? I believe it is. I'll have everybody check on that. At one point there was this, correct, yes. So there's that sliced agate, that's on the teal. And then we also have kind of like this, like this skin, like this exotic skin on the aubergine. Well, he's exotic. My friend, I've known him for over 15 years, and I always say that he's my work husband. There's nothing about electronics that my darling Aaron Berger doesn't know. And Aaron, it's funny, when we were texting back and forth, I actually thought this was a weekly deal drop, in which case we would have had more of them. It's actually a this day or a this hour or a this show
One day,
only.
right now.
Right now, it's a one-off. It's right now, it's right here. Strike while the iron's hot. So first of all, welcome. And this really is loaded. I have to say, this is probably one of the most feature-rich computers I remember doing with you in the last year for sure.
Yeah, oh, no, I mean, Shannon, you've been my work spouse for about 15 years now. So we have sold a lot of great computers together, but this one is really in a class all by itself. I can't tell you the last time we did the AMD Ryzen processor, the top of the line that we sell in the AMD line at HSN. And Shannon said I was going to out her if she didn't, but she did it herself. She's an AMD girl. She always has been. She loves great processing. She loves great video. She loves her cooking shows. She loves great speed and performance. When you think of gaming, when you think of video, when you think of that kind of processing, we look at Ryzen as really just a standard setter. Incredible graphics. You can see that right now. I have some video playing of Forza 5, a game that you can download. We'll talk about that a little bit later. You can now actually download Xbox games to your computer thanks to Windows 11. We'll get there. Streamlined, efficient computing, fast, powerful, really strong built-in security as well is certainly something that we love about the Ryzen processor. Very often, I would say most typically when I sell computers at HSN, we sell a lot of really lovely sort of what I would call everyday computers. This is a notch above. This isn't 4 gigabytes of RAM. It isn't 6 gigabytes of RAM. It's 8 gigabytes of RAM. So this is a computer that multitasks more quickly, that games better, that's faster online, all those sorts of things. This isn't a computer that has 128 gigabyte solid state drive or even a 256 gigabyte solid state drive. This has the largest solid state drive I've sold on a laptop, and I don't know how, in a really long time, definitely months and months. 512 gigabytes, half a terabyte, and that's solid state drive. So that means the computer is instant on and instant off. You close that computer, you turn it back on, it is There's no waiting time on this. It's lighter weight. It weighs 3.75 pounds. You heard me right. 3.75 pounds and has a 10-hour battery life. So a battery life that's out of this world. And really, I buried the lead. I had to get to that processor right away and really talk about that processor right away. But for me, the lead, it's the #1 screen size in America, the 15.6-inch size. And Shannon, it's not only this, again, the strongest, fastest processor that we sell from AMD. It's the Ryzen processor. It's also a touchscreen. So that means whether you're streaming, whether you're surfing the web, whether you're, do you love to shop online? If you're watching us, we hope you love to shop. And if you ever want to see anything a little bit more clearly, look, I'm just going to pinch and zoom. You couldn't see a minute ago that this product, and I'll turn it to the side a little, it's just a little bright for you because of my lighting, but you can see it says this product was sold out. Well, this computer isn't sold out yet, but it's certainly something that we expect. As Shannon said, we have one scheduled airing. That's this airing right now. I'm really glad and really proud to have the aubergine color. Shannon mentioned this to you, but I'm even going to show you from my studio. Do you see how beautiful the deck is on that keyboard? It's like that gold flecked deck. So it really is special in all ways. Backlit keyboard. I know a lot of you are asking about backlit keyboard. And of course, we'll talk about it in a few minutes, but Windows 11, the latest operating system from Microsoft, built in as well.
Well, and by the way, as an aside, if you want the version without Office, I have about 300 and 300 only. So it's a one and done. So if you are interested in this, one other thing that might help you make your buying decision is we put this on FlexPay. And what is that? Those are interest-free payments. You can use your major credit card, PayPal, debit card, Apple Pay. You could apply and buy on our HSN credit card, but it's not like a layaway program. So for a little over $100, and depending on which size you choose, we zip it off to you. Now, if you already have an HSN card, you could actually create 12 flex pays or 12 interest-free payments, in which case you'd be looking at about $56 and change without Office, and just a little bit more than that with Office. The big thing you need to be aware of, though, there is I'm sorry, it's 18 months on the version with Office, that's right. So here's the thing though, it is for this show and this show only. We start Fashion Fridays with Debbie D at 9 o'clock tonight, and then this shop now or forever hold your peace. This price goes away at midnight. The other thing that I think might help in terms of you making your buying decision is we do not charge a restocking fee. So as an example, when you do that first flex payment, we'll zip it off to you. You have 30 days to move into this, and that means shopping if you're like me, that means streaming, that means watching your favorite videos or creating your own social media content. I mean, whatever it might be, or just the convenience of being able to work from home, because again, in my own opinion, I think this is, I can't say the best, I'd have to go back in my memory archives, but it's easily one of the best in my personal opinion in terms of memory, in terms of processing power, and in terms of flexibility to include that touch screen. But if you don't like it, we will refund your purchase price within that 30-day window, meaning you've got a 30-day money-back return policy with no restocking fee, So that's whether you pay for it all at once or whether you choose to do flex pay. We are not gonna withhold part of your money. That's what is called a restocking fee in traditional retailing. We don't do that. 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee to take this for a test drive, and then to even pay as you go. Of course, Protection Plus is always an option if you're as accident prone as I am on this one. But Aaron, at the end of the day, whether it's the backlit keyboard or the touch screen or the processor and the memory. I know I keep going back to that, but I was actually a film major in college. That's probably the other reason that I'm so in love. See, I know. So that's probably the other reason that I'm in love with the AMD brand. And certainly there are wonderful brand names out there, and no shame in their game, no disrespect. But for me, just because I personally approach things from visual content, That's kind of what AMD does. Now, I'm not saying you're gonna, create your own animated movie on this thing, but everything we're doing online has video to it, whether it's looking at a shoe and you can see it, or watch the video on playback, or watching hsn.com, or looking at cat videos. Whether you realize it or not, you're gonna appreciate the AMD processor, especially in the Ryzen family, for how it makes it seamless and fast and fluid and more responsive, right?
I think all of those things are absolutely key. I mean, even the ads that we, when you're flipping through Facebook online, or you're on Netflix, or in fact, you know what? Let's just show you. When you go to Netflix, let me open. I've got Netflix open here. One of the first things that starts happening right away, I'll just even open it up for you here, is video starts playing. Video is all everywhere you go, whether it's an ad on Facebook or whether you're actually, looking for videos to watch. There's video all the time. And this is the processor from AMD that is built to make those videos beautiful and perfect and no buffering and smooth every single time. This is a step-up computer. Make no mistake about it. If you're thinking, oh no, I just want the absolute most entry-level computer, this is a step-up computer. In fact, we even have a little video that we're going to show you right now, reasons to upgrade your computer. If there's things that frustrate you about the computer that you have right now, this is the upgrade computer, to be very clear. So what are some reasons to upgrade your laptop? Well, is it slow? Modern PCs like this one start up faster. It has a solid state drive. There's no moving parts. Oh, this has Cortana built in. It's Windows 11, so you can talk to the computer. You can ask it questions. Faster performance. When you're multitasking on your computer, does it slow down? Does your computer have a short battery life? Do you feel like you're always, running somewhere to plug it in? This has a 10-hour battery life. Is your computer hot? Is your computer heavy? This stays absolutely cool to the touch on the bottom, again, because there's no moving parts, because it's a solid state drive. So it's cool to the touch, and it's also lightweight. Look how thin that is. It's 3.75 pounds. This goes with you everywhere. Summer is, if it's not here for you, it's darn close. I'm from Kentucky, so we've already had Derby, which means summer is on its way. We are well into spring, and summer is on its way, and that means being out and about a little bit more, being on the go a little bit more, being on the move a little bit more. What a great computer, whether it's for school, whether it's for work, whether it's for home, whether it's for away, it is an upgrade in every sense. And I'd love to take just a minute and talk you through Windows 11. So there are three really big brands in here. There's HP. HP is the #1 computer brand in America, and also the #1 selling brand, period, at HSN. So that's HP. Big deal. You're walking into the store going, I'll take the #1 computer brand. I'll take the best of the best. That's what you're getting. And then we talked, of course, about already, and we'll continue to talk about AMD. AMD is the company that, for example, when you fly in a Boeing Dreamliner, did you know that AMD is controlling all the graphics that the pilots see? Or when you walk into, have you ever walked into Times Square in New York? If you have, most extraordinary experience, or pull up video of it on your computer. All of the video that you see, all those video monitors, so much of that is powered AMD. When you think of gaming, when you think of Xbox and PlayStation, you guessed it, AMD processors built in. Now your computer, for everything you do all the time, has that kind of computing power, that processing power built into it. And then the operating system. And I don't think we've ever done the Ryzen processor with this much RAM and this much memory and all of those things, backlit keyboard, touchscreen, all of that, with a Windows 11 computer. So introducing, it's been out less than a year, Windows 11. Windows 11 is the newest operating system from Microsoft, introduced, I think, in September or October of last year. We introduced it here at HSN, designed to help you create, connect, and play. Obviously, the past couple of years, as we've gone through the pandemic, have been very different. And so the folks at Windows said, okay, it's been 6 years since we've had a new operating system. It's time to make one that really fits the way that we live today. So being productive, whether we're at home or whether we're at work or whether we're in a hybrid environment, being able to multitask really easily, snapping your applications in place, being able to see everything that's going on and maximize everything that's going on with a touch screen. And then this is a big one, connecting. This has Microsoft Teams built in, so you can start a video chat with one touch. No waiting in Zoom rooms, no needing passwords, no having to download anything. You can be on a Microsoft Teams video call really with one touch. An unrivaled gaming experience. Boy, that's a big one too. So you just saw the word Xbox fly across your screen. for the first time from the all-new redone Microsoft Store, the same place where you download your movies and your music and your apps and all that kind of stuff, you can download the Game Pass, which will give you access to over 100 Xbox games that you can play live right on your computer. You don't need an Xbox for the first time to play Xbox games. It actually, a lot of the computing that's required for it is done in the cloud, and then the rest of the information comes down to your computer, which, remember, has the gaming chip in it, has the Ryzen processor in it. And so, again, for the first time, with the advent of Windows 11, you can actually play Xbox games on your PC, the same computer that you use to do your Word and Excel and PowerPoint and Outlook and Access, the same computer you use for Netflix, the same computer you use for Facebook, the same computer you use for Instagram, the same computer you use to go to school or to look for a new job or to work from home or whatever, is now, Shannon, the computer that gives us extraordinary gaming entertainment as well.
Absolutely. And Aaron, I think it's fair to say we sell computers and laptops specifically in lots of different price points for lots of different lifestyles. And is this our entry-level computer or laptop? Absolutely not. However, if you want to buy smart, not only for the immediate, but for the long term, and you really are thinking about a powerful computer that will allow you to office from home, or I always look at it, it's a computer that I don't have to think about, meaning, is it a computer that's gonna handle photos or videos or what have you? This computer absolutely will handle it, and will only do it at this price for this show. So we'll talk about that HP friend in the business, but I want to thank my friend, Joanne H. Joanne H., you are our Facebook winner for the show tonight. I love that you love that I laugh. Joanne, I got to tell you, it's just a natural thing with me. I love my guests, I love my job, so I'm just grateful for you and everything you do, and hopefully you can enjoy that $25 gift card on us, and hopefully you're getting this at home to enjoy for now and a long time to come. Most of you are selecting it with Office, and most of you are gravitating toward the aubergine or the teal. Now remember, that beautiful aubergine, it has what I'm calling kind of that exotic skin, that flecking with the gold. It just really almost like that reptilian print. I mean, it looks very, very high end, to be perfectly honest with you. And remember, not only are those the keys custom dyed to match that keyboard, that is also backlit, in addition to this being a touch screen. And then for all of our rock hounds out there who love watching Jay King on Sunday's Rock, that's every Sunday from 6 to 8, that really looks like a sliced agate. It really does look like a real gemstone. And boy, if you want the where'd you get it computer, this is absolutely it. And then of course we've got our classic colors, but they're not so classic, because the truth of the matter is, if you were shopping for HP, which is America's #1 brand in laptops, not just our #1 brand, but in America, the #1 name in laptops, typically it's gray and gray, or your choices are black and gray. You don't see fashion-forward choices like this. So even what we're calling rose gold is kind of like a champagne-y, like a soft gold. And then even our silver is a nice brushed or soft silver. And I have to go back to that FlexPay. Thanks for having that at the bottom of the screen for a moment, guys. $136 on your credit card without Office, and no restocking fee. Remember, we've only got like 200 or so on the version without Office. And then, less than $150 if you're doing the version with Office, or you could also do our VIP financing. Now, we do have our Protection Plus plan available, but I do want to talk a little bit, Aaron, before we run out of time, about having a friend in the business. Now, just a quick disclaimer on the VIP financing. We have 12-month VIP financing without Office. We have 18-month VIP financing with Office. So, Aaron, let's just talk about a friend in the business, because on Facebook, some of my friends were saying, oh, I can't figure out how to load photos. I can't figure out how to do this. So yes, you get our 30-day unconditional return policy with no restocking fee, but there's also a little something special, a little something that HP does too, right?
There is. It's called HP Smart Friend, and it's something that generally you see us include it sometimes when we can on our today's specials and some of our really big promotions. As of this day only, it's something we were able to do as well. And what it means is when you get your computer home, you, as Shannon said, you have a friend in the business. You get a full year of HP Smart Friend. HP Smart Friend is service and support, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Any question you might have, there's a phone number that you can call. You can log in to a live chat, but most people will just pick up the phone, make an 800 number. They might call and say, hey, I just got my new computer home. Aaron mentioned that it has backlit keys. I'm not sure how to turn the backlit keys on. And they'll say, oh, press F5. Did you see that? See how I just did that? But it's okay. You don't have to write that down. The point is, some things might be new to you. This is Windows 11. Maybe you haven't used Windows 11 before. Maybe you haven't used widgets. Widgets are something I haven't even talked about. But widgets are something that allow you to very quickly access information. Let me show you. I'm going to show you something else too. This has a fingerprint reader on it. We haven't even mentioned that yet, but one of the ways you can sign in, you don't even have to type in a code. You don't have to type in your password or anything. You can take your finger. You can actually set it up for as many fingers as you want. I'm going to take my finger. I'm going to put it over here. I even had a funny angle, but still you saw that signed me right into the computer. Pretty cool stuff there, right? So any question you have, you get your computer home. Oh, any question you have, I was talking about widgets. Maybe you're like, well, what are widgets? Did you see what just happened? When I took my finger and just slid it over to the left, this brought up information that HP calls, or excuse me, Microsoft calls widgets. It brings up like the weather, my photos, how the stock market's doing, some news and news outlets that I happen to follow. Those are widgets. So point is, any question you have about your computer, maybe you hear me mention something in this airing, maybe you have a question about moving your files from your old computer to your new computer. We have a product on hsn.com called PC Mover that helps you move everything from your old computer to your new computer. I strongly recommend PC Mover, but you can call the toll-free number because HP Smart Friend comes along. It's included for a full year, and have any question that you might have answered. One other quick thing I see down there, I'm conscious of the time. I have less than 2 minutes, so I'm going to spend 60 seconds telling you about the drive that's built into this computer. It's important. You see in the description here, it says 512GB SSD. That stands for solid state drive. What that means is there are no moving parts. There's not a moving hard drive in your computer, which means there's no fan, there's no friction, there's no heat. All those things are really good news. We'll show you a little video right now. The differences, or really the benefits, if you will, of having a solid state drive is it's lighter, it's quieter, and it's faster. You have faster boot up with this computer, your applications load more quickly, better battery life, specifically about a 10-hour battery life. There are no moving parts, so the computer is more durable. It's quieter because there's not a fan in there. And what you see here on the left-hand side of your screen, whether it's boot up, whether it's multitasking, because this has a solid state drive, and one of the largest solid state drives we've ever done. Our typical solid state drive, our most popular, is like the 64GB version. This is 512GB, but because this has a solid state drive, it's lighter, it's quieter, it's faster. It means things like, even if you're watching live video or whatever, you close your computer, you open your computer back up, it's instant. I mean, even the streaming isn't interrupted. And Shannon, that's the kind of thing that every day you use your computer. You might not think every day, oh, my computer has a Ryzen processor, 8GB of RAM and 512GB, but you will think, man, this is fast. Man, this is zippy. Man, this is speedy. And I think it's something you'll appreciate all the time.
It is. I might not know how it works. All I know is it works, and I like it. I mean, seriously, a seamless, fluid, uber smart, uber fast experience, just like you. Thank you for taking time out of your Friday to do this, sweet Aaron.
Thank you, my dear. It's really good to see you. Have a great night.
Good to see you as always. Thanks again. Don't hang up. Remember, that price is only good for my show, or only until 12 midnight. So just be aware of that. Of course, Protection Plus is available. Check with your service representatives for details. And remember, you still get that 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. In case you missed any of the items that we had tonight, find me and like me on Facebook, I hope. I'll be posting some more recipes this weekend. And we also have all of the products that we had in the house, not just tonight, but in the last couple of weeks as well. I think you'll also find a page for Shannon's in the Kitchen, because that is my favorite room in the house, not gonna lie. But in honor of, we've got lots going on as well. In fact, a special salute